We're going off on so many topics here.
Wrap
It's
it up.
awesome. You cannot buy esteem. Esteem is something. Calm down. You're not a judge, okay? You can't order peace. I order the peace. I'm the fucking king here. This is my fucking video. We're just chilling, having some Fiji here, drinking a little bit of Fiji water. I'm gonna do a little taste test on this.
Okay, you have to waterfall it though.
After waterfall it? Yeah, you don't like. Okay, I see how it is. Germaphobe. Ah. Tastes like flowers. That's probably from like your lipstick.
No, not at all.
Tastes good. It's really clean. Fiji is not a sponsor for this video. Alrighty. Hello, brother. My friend. I'm chilling here with my good friend. What shall we call you? What do you want to be called?
Layla.
Layla. We're here with Layla. And we're just going to sit down, relax, absorb the moment, and just discuss some social stuff. What goes on in a young, beautiful girl's mind, and help you reconnect with people again. My little hypothesis on social anxiety, insecurities, and just general negative emotions that you feel with people has to do with your lack of understanding of others. First, it starts with yourself, which is what the other part of the program is for. It's to help you do some introspection, do some journaling, get to know a little bit about yourself. But more so than that, the other part of it is, okay, understand the self, now let's understand other people. And that's why we're seated here today, to help you understand what goes on in the mind of, others, and what goes on in the mind of, per se, a girl that you may be interested in to go and talk to, but like, you got all these distorted fucking crazy thoughts. So we're gonna dissect Layla's mind a little bit today. It's gonna be fun. And yeah.
Okay.
So
Go for it.
we're just gonna fucking YOLO this and just let it take us wherever it shall go. So you, as an individual, do you ever experience like social anxiety?
Yeah.
And like, how does that feel? Like, describe the feeling. How do you know it's social anxiety?
It feels like waves are like crushing you.
Like you.
For example.
Does your breathing like become heavier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, I used to get it a lot. Maybe I would just walk through a crowd of people.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like the fear of what other people are going to think.
Okay. And like, that's like coursing through your mind, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And you get like sweaty. You feel nervous.
Yeah.
You start getting nervous.
And it's like you almost like lose control of like who you are in that moment.
Right. It's like autopilot mode.
Yeah.
You're kind of just coasting without even realize what's happening.
We've all been there though.
Right.
It's not something like you can't focus just on that, right?
Yeah. No, exactly. Does that happen often for you? Like throughout this week or throughout this month, how many times were there where you're like, holy shit, I had a lot of social anxiety here? Because when you go to do a presentation, you may feel or like, if you're like, has there been, how many instances?
Like, I can't put a number to it, but
Okay.
I can say that it's gotten better than what it like used to be.
Okay. That's cool.
'Cause
That's good.
You get to know yourself more.
Right.
Or you learn different things, right?
Exactly. No, I think that's cool, and I think it's interesting that you experience it as well, because even myself, I used to think that like, when I'd see like a beautiful girl, I'd be like, oh my god, like, she's perfect. There's probably nothing wrong with her. She just looks like an angel, so she's like an angel, and she's like perfect. Like, I legitimately thought, like, for instance, if there was like a younger version of me,
Yeah.
I would have thought that, like, you're like this perfect being.
Yeah.
That there's nothing wrong with you. She looks perfect, so she is perfect, and like, I am not even like, her and I are probably such different people, but like, if you just sit down and you just like talk, you start understanding how many similar pains and problems that you do share. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, it's true. Like, you do experience social anxiety. Like, there are times when you do feel nervous around others.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where you may feel intimidated by others.
Do you?
Of course, absolutely. Even when I first met you, I was fucking scared. Yeah. Even though I'm like double your size, I weigh maybe triple your weight. Fucking yeah, I feel anxious and scared fucking all the time. Mm-hmm. It's a part of life. It also depends on like your lifestyle choices and who you choose to be. and what it is you do with most of your time. But I mean that aside, let's just take it somewhere else, somewhere random. Let's say you maybe just got out of class, you just got out of school or just got out of work, and you're just strolling along to maybe get food. You're just strolling to do some sort of daily activity.
Yeah.
All right. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. You're fit. Like the clothing that you're wearing is fire, and all of a sudden, a man across the street recognizes you. Okay. And let's say in the first situation, this man just starts staring at you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see him, you're like, oh, okay, like he's noticing me. Okay, shit. 10 seconds go by, 20 seconds go by, 30 seconds go by. And as you're walking, you notice this guy is just staring at you for like nearly a minute straight. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel? He's
Obviously, I would wonder why.
Like, why is he staring? Do you feel creeped out? Like, how do you feel?
Maybe. Or like, okay, initially in mind, like, that they're either checking you out or what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like after 2 minutes, like how do you feel when it's like, oh shit, like he's like when you can tell that he's checking you out, how does that make you feel?
Just like uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, yeah. It's like, why is this person like eye raping me,
For real?
if you will? Like, yeah, okay. And when you can tell that it's been going on for a while, like let's say like you're at the gym and like you notice that this one dude just keeps fucking looking at you every time you look back at him, how does that make you feel? Like, what do you feel?
Okay.
Discomfort?
No, sometimes you do feel like, okay.
Okay, I'm feeling myself.
Everybody
Like,
does.
okay.
Because it's like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
basic attraction.
Yeah, and you feel like validated. You're like, okay, like these people find me attractive.
But then
like,
at the same time, yeah, you automatically, for me personally, automatically are like, they probably have sexual thought.
right. Give or take, yeah, for most part. But like generally, would you say that it makes you feel uncomfortable or like good?
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, okay. Now let's say, it's a beautiful day, summer day, just like today. Strolling across the streets, and there's beautiful grass everywhere. Okay, it's a really nice day, and then you're wearing a fucking sexy outfit. You feel great. You are sexy, right? And you're just like, hell yeah, I'm feeling myself. I feel dope.
One of those days.
Just one of those days. And then once again, you see a guy across the street. He notices you. It's like, oh, look, there's a human there. But this guy comes up to you, and he's just like, yo, hold up, you look fucking beautiful. I just wanted to like let you know you look great.
Yeah.
Okay, how would you feel about that? If you feel shocked, right? Because it's not normal for someone to do that.
No.
But like, would you feel like that's like a creepy thing to do? Is that like better to? Would you say that's like better to?
I like that way.
You like it, okay?
Because what else are you going to do? Like, if you see somebody and you like them, obviously don't go up to everybody.
Yeah.
Because then you'll feel
Well, I mean,
seem desperate.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I mean by that is like, it should be natural, right? Because where else are you? You're not going to probably find that person on social media ever.
Yeah, literally, and it's genuine, and it wouldn't you say like would you say you would respect that person to some degree? That's like, hey, like thank you for giving me a compliment and thank you for having the balls to like say hello to me.
Yeah.
Like would you? Is that how you feel?
It would make me feel approachable.
Approachable, right?
Two, shocked, like I said.
You're like, oh wow.
Then I would wonder, like, what else?
So like it would make you curious. You wouldn't feel creeped out.
Okay.
Depending
on what situation.
Depending on like right, like let's say it's just like you can see this person walking towards you, you're walking towards them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say like for instance on how we met. Did that feel creepy? Did that feel creepy?
No.
Did you feel okay? But let's say a dude was driving in his car and he's like, "Hey there,
and he
sexy."
pulls up and he puts his window down. No.
Right, that's creepy. Or like if someone's yelling from a kilometer away and he's like running after you, right? And you're like, "Oh my God, why is this person running after me?" That's creepy, right?
Yeah.
But let's say like you can clearly see the person's coming to talk up to you, or they're like coming up to like, "Hey, like excuse me." They're being like, cordial about it. And it's very genuine. It's like, you look wonderful. I want to tell you look wonderful. I'm not like some salesman or anything. I'm actually just going to the thing.
You're not selling me the book.
I'm not selling you. That was hilarious. This lady, that day, the day that Layla and I met, there was a lady handing out books like for addiction. It wasn't even like a pastor. It was like addiction books. And I happened to have one, and so did she. So when I came up to talk to her, she thought I was part of that lady's like
Yeah,
click.
that's another thing. Like common, you can find something common. Obviously,
Yeah.
you probably didn't see the book that
I
I
didn't
was
even
carrying,
notice.
and I didn't know
Yeah.
either. But that could help too if you're trying to approach somebody,
Right.
you don't know how to, like find something common,
Right.
and just make it natural.
So it's not a bad thing for like someone to approach and to just like
No,
you wouldn't
that's,
say
like,
it at all. Like
natural.
you would say like it's good. You know,
Yeah.
putting
But
yourself
then
out there is
again,
good.
The circumstance, like
Right.
if it's
If you're fucking, you know, if you're like in a rush, or if you're, you know, in a situation where I can clearly tell that like all the signs are up to not talk to you, then like that's a different situation. But like generally, like you do appreciate someone coming in like a somewhat human way to come and like give you a compliment, or to like, you know, just start up random conversation just because they feel like it, because they want to get to know you, as long as it's respectful. You know, you don't see that as like, ugh, you want to say hello to me? Huh, bye.
I
You know?
used to be like that.
You used to be like that, very
Yeah.
stuck up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, there are people like that, right? But not everyone, because you're definitely not like that. You were like reserved and shocked when we first met, because that's how we met. Like I was walking towards her, she was walking towards me, and I stopped her, I said hello, and then we just started talking. But she was kind of just like, what's going on here? I guess that's what you just have to realize, is that like people like talking. You know, we like social interactions, but it's
not a bad thing.
it's not a bad thing. It's a
Shouldn't
great
hide
thing.
from
It's
that.
beautiful. It's an incredible thing. It's just a matter of like understanding what's happening. So if you're gonna go talk to someone, just understand that they might be going somewhere, and have empathy towards that, and don't come off in a way that's like, I need to talk to you. It's just give it out there for them, see what's up, and that's that. And you know, she's clearly saying that like it's fine to approach that. There are girls like Layla who are just like, yo, like it's cool. Like if I'm just going about my day and you want to come up and like stop me and say like a quick 1-2 ting, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and that's the thing, the approach is important. Like catcalling, creepy as fuck. Screaming, if I was screaming for that lady,
At the end
hey!
of the day, this can relate back to like the social anxiety.
Right.
How you present yourself, like
Mhm.
don't lose control of like how you want to be seen by others too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean lose control?
Like act in a behavior that's
Oh,
not.
I see. So you're saying like don't change who you are for like other people, essentially.
Yeah.
Like try your best to be like who you are, regardless of like who you're hanging out with and whatnot, right? I feels that to the core.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we touched some good topics. I want to see. I've made some
I feel like
notes.
you had like a list.
I do
like,
actually. I
what
did make a
to
little. I did make a little
topics.
little list here. Alrighty, 1 second. Layla, Lily, you have nice shoes. Bum, 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 bum. Do you ever feel like? So far, I just want to like hit home like the social anxiety that you feel. Everyone else feels it too. Like everybody goes through it. Like that girl over there has felt social anxiety, or
right
is
now.
right now going through social anxiety, walking through life with all these people around them. Layla, in an earlier part of her life, it was like more severe. There are times where she'll feel nervous. There are times where she's like shocked from it. So like, what social anxiety does is it makes you feel like you're this imposter. You're the only person that's weird. You're the only person who's feeling these negative emotions. But once you start realizing that everybody's feeling it, that when you're trying to push yourself out there and talk to people, you're not the only one feeling this discomfort. Everyone does feel it. Everyone feels it, no matter how physically like perfectly they are, no matter how nice their hair is, no matter like how fine their looks are. It doesn't matter. Everybody fucking feels it. So one thing I wanted to talk about now, let me see here. Wow, time's flying by. It is 4 o'clock. I had a timer for my car because it's on the street.
Oh.
It's gonna go off in 26 minutes. Last time I checked, it was like 1 hour 30. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So do you ever feel like you don't know what to say when you're in a conversation with someone?
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, what do I talk about now? Does it ever feel awkward for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And when you see an attractive man across the street, or an attractive man in a movie or in a magazine, what goes through your head? Are you like, ew? Are you like, damn, like I can put respect on that, like that's an attractive man.
I'm like, he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Right. The same
Like-
thing that like we think.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's to break this. I wanted to ask that because I used to think that like women were also like super pure, that like they're not sexual at all. They don't find like when they look at a man, they don't see like that like attraction in him. They're just like, you know, they're just perfect.
So
like
what
it
do
was.
you think they saw?
You know, back then I was just like, I really don't know. I thought they're just like, oh, I'm just a human, and they're just like, oh wow, it's a human. Yo, for real, I had a really distorted view on reality. But then I started realizing that like girls feel similar things to how I feel, and when I see a beautiful woman across the street, she's also probably looking back at me, and there's a chance that she's like, oh shit, like that's a hot guy, and she's probably feeling those like fluster of emotions, the same ones
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
Usually it goes both ways.
It goes both ways, yeah. It's like you can like feel it. It's like this magnetism. And that's like a disconnect that I used to feel, and I'm sure like some of you out there, like you personally feel it, is that like you think that you're the only one who's like discombobulated and feeling these weird like emotions for that beautiful girl. But you know, there's a chance she may, unless you're like a complete slob, unless you're like 500 pounds, you just play World of Warcraft all day, then like yeah, it's probably one-sided. But there's a decent chance, you know, if she also gets to know you, that she'll feel that way towards you as well. So it's really, it's all happening around you. It's not all in this head of yours. Like these emotions are real, and other people feel them too. Damn, we covered a lot of good bases. We
What
covered a
else?
lot
I
of
feel
good
like
bases.
There's something more.
There is. Hold up. I asked. Okay, let's say I came up. Let's say you were walking towards me, and I was walking towards you, and then I came and stopped in front of you, and I was like, I know this is very random.
Pardon?
I was just mumbling a lot. Or if I came up to you, I was like, you're really beautiful. I just want to tell you you're really beautiful. Okay, let's say I said that. How would you feel about that?
Like with all the mumbling.
With all the
before?
mumbling, yeah. With a little bit of mumbling, like, hey, you're
would
really
do the same
cute.
thing.
You're really cute. I just want to say
I'd be
hello.
like, oh, thank you.
Would you think I'm like crazy?
I could tell that you were like nervous.
Nervous, okay, yeah. But you wouldn't think I'm like, I mean, I personally would think like, is this guy a little disabled? No, but outside of that, like you wouldn't think that like I'm a horrible person or that like I'm the worst thing that's ever happened.
No.
You would just be like, oh, this person
Not at all.
is like, right? You would just be like, oh, he's clearly nervous. This is a little awkward,
Yeah.
right? But it's not like the end all be all. And you probably wouldn't be like, oh, fuck this person. What the fuck? They're a piece of shit.
No.
You wouldn't think that at all.
No.
You'd just be like, hey, hi, can I help you? Like, oh, you know,
Really?
if you understood what I said, you'd probably be like, oh, like, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, like I really appreciate it.
Hmm.
You know.
You're welcome. Cool beans. That covers a lot of the points that I wanted to touch. Outside of that, let me think. Let me think here.
The sun feels nice.
It feels great. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. How do you prefer to meet? Like, what are your thoughts on like meeting people online? Because like Tinder is taking over. Okay, how do you feel about that shit? No, you don't like it at all.
I know a lot of people who use it as a joke.
Yeah.
Even girls.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
boys
It's
and
just a
girls.
joke.
They'll use it as a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
Just for the lulz.
yeah.
You just see it as like a waste of time, eh?
Like, it's saddening because there is a person who maybe
Takes it seriously,
has,
pays
like,
for it.
works really hard in a job
Yeah.
and doesn't have time to like socialize. Like, for me personally, I imagined like, I don't know, like I'm persevering in my career, and then like I go to a bar or a club and then like dressed very nicely sitting at a bar something, and like you have a couple drinks and somebody approaches you,
Yeah.
and you have a nice conversation.
Right.
There's different settings, but for the online aspect of it, I feel like it's so like masked.
Right.
It's like cookie cutter, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah,
And then,
everyone
like,
everyone just
people
becomes like a
expect-
swipe.
People expect, like, if it went somewhere, people expect, like, oh, every morning a text, every
Yeah, the whole dynamic just becomes text conversations.
Yeah.
And then like by the time you meet up in real life, it's like 100 texts later.
Yeah.
It's cringy, right? It's
like-
kind of weird.
It's weird.
It's very unnatural, and it doesn't have the excitement that real world interactions have. Yeah, there's nervousness with real life interactions because you never know what's gonna happen.
I feel like it's fake. Like, you built something.
It's artificial at the end of the day. It's just pixels at the end of the day on a phone. Whereas like you're real and you're right here and I'm right here, and it's like it's the real deal. There's no like you can't be like, okay, swipe. It's like I'm here. You know?
Soon they're gonna do that.
Oh God, China. How they do it in China? Who knows? So yeah, so you would prefer meeting a dude in real life who can just come up to you and be like, yo, what's good? Give you a, just let you know what's up. Maybe give you a compliment or two, and then like take it from there. Like that's your ideal way of meeting people, whether it be at a bar, at a club, or while you're doing your daily activities.
Yes.
Beautiful, wonderful. It's great to hear that. Personally for me, I had no idea how girls wanted to be approached or how they like to interact or how they like to meet dudes. It was always a puzzle for me personally. But you're right, like the whole online game is just a fucking joke for a lot of people. Like girls will
But
be
the
at
thing
slumber
is,
parties,
like, Then people who are scared to actually interact. Sorry, this is kind of uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
You wanna
but
get down?
I'm gonna pretend like it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm gonna keep that. That's hilarious. We're almost done here anyways.
What was I saying? Then if you are like nervous or afraid to socialize in person,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there's a percentage of people who actually want to use that as a
Yeah.
platform.
Absolutely, for sure. And then like half of the market is all just trolls, right? It's just girls like, I'll put my post up and I'll never reply to any messages. I just want validation. Or girls who like
But that's sad though.
That is sad,
There's
yeah.
a lot of girls who are like that and just need that.
just need that.
And
It's unfortunate.
that's where like
There's a variety of reasons why that happens, but like it is
what,
the situation.
You're empowering like young men.
Yes.
They're also like, I feel like women, they often tear each other down.
Yeah, to feel empowered. It's kind of sad, right? That's negative individuals do that as well. I know guys who do that, but yeah, maybe it might be the case that women may tend to do that. It's unfortunate. Hi there. Hi, can I speak to Layla, please? This is her assistant. Fuck you. I want to talk to Layla.
She will be back at the office in about 15 minutes.
Huh? Mi no inglés. Si no quiero no consigo de mayo, pipa de bio.
Beep, beep, beep,
That's awesome.
beep.
Alrighty, Layla. I'm searching my brain really quick. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Shukran in Arabic. Merci, also in Farsi.
No worries.
I think that's pretty
No
much it.
worries.
No worries. Not a problem at all. Yeah, we pretty much touched everything I wanted to talk about. Okay. That brings us to the end of this segment. Thank you so much, Layla. I really appreciate this. I know you will appreciate this as well. This is like gold right here because not enough people have these conversations, Oh,
And I feel like,
what do you feel like?
I don't know.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it is that like everyone's a human at the end of the day. That's what really my point here. No matter what a person's wearing or how intimidating they may look or how in your head you may be, it's just like everyone's just human. Everybody, like one of my coaches, one of the guys who mentored me, as they said, everyone shits. Everyone wants to eat some good food. Everybody likes feeling the sun. Everyone likes to feel comforted and loved. Everyone feels insecure sometimes. Even the most prestigious celebrities, they have songs talking about how goddamn depressed they are.
Yeah.
And that is a puzzle. How is it that these people are sleeping with the most attractive
and their
people?
lifestyle seems so
Extravagant,
and
luxurious. They have all their needs
No.
met. They have the
just
best
because
therapists.
You can't build like happiness always on
Material
things. That's why there are the pure basic connections of life that people are obviously failing to realize.
Exactly.
And it's kind of getting annoying. Because
Bada
it's
bing,
like,
bada boom.
the most you can do is spread your message and try
Yeah.
to help people. Right?
Exactly. And you can't buy esteem. Esteem cannot be bought. It is given to you at birth. It's not a physical thing. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter. All of your achievements don't equal your esteem. Your esteem simply is just how a child is so like confident and radiant for no fucking reason. Why is it like that? Because he exists. Because the child is there. It's loving life, and it's so like radiant. The child doesn't give a shit. Like, I knew a friend when she was younger. She was in a lineup, and she saw a black man getting like groceries, and she's like, mommy, it's the chocolate man. And it's like, yeah, that's a pretty racist thing to say, but the child is so innocent. It doesn't see it as a racist thing. It's like, oh look, it's a human, and that human has a different complexion from me. Oh cool.
And that's why, like, you go through life and now there's, okay, you're not a child anymore. There's levels. You have to
There's
watch
levels.
what you say, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why it gets harder.
It gets harder, yeah, exactly. And then you start realizing that there's responsibility, of course, and there's consequences for certain types of behaviors, absolutely. But it's gotten to a point where we've limited ourselves so aggressively, where our esteem has really gotten hurt. Maybe got bullied. I used to be fat. People used to call me like a seal or like a whale when I was, oh yeah, of course. I used to be really fat back in middle school. I would be bullied about it a lot. People would make fun of me as I couldn't catch them in tag. And now I can sprint faster than you, motherfucker.
I wasn't even allowed to use that word.
Really?
Fat, hate,
Damn.
anything like that.
No, like some of the schools I went to was pretty like verbal. Especially I did Catholic school for a year. That was the worst.
Really?
It was the worst. And it wasn't even like, oh, white people. Like, no, it was like Asian guys making fun of me, brown guys making fun of me. Just a variety of people, just putting me down for like my skin color or like how fat I was. And I was actually doing that to people as well, because as the saying goes, the bullied becomes the bully.
Mm-hmm.
But that aside,
What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Wait.
that's kind of like bad karma brings bad karma, and good karma brings good karma. I also learned that like bragging about karma brings bad karma. Like
Really?
if you say like, haha, bitch, karma, that will bring you bad karma.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't brag about the karma. But that aside, we're going off on so many topics here.
Wrap
It's
it up.
awesome. You cannot buy esteem. Esteem is something. Calm down. You're not a judge, okay? You can't order peace. I order the peace. I'm the fucking king here. This is my fucking video. No, but I hope you got something out of this. I wish I watched something like this when I was younger and going through the ropes of becoming a man and finding myself and overcoming insecurities. Hope you really just digested this and allowed your soul to marinate in this video and absorb all of the emotional lessons and emotional experience that we're presenting here for you. Mm-hmm. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Layla.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.